You know, I've been blessed to cook in over 145 contests to date over the last 7 years, and I've really seen our sport evolve. I mean, it has gone crazy, busted loose across the world.
Great classes, great books, great videos, and the guys just love the sport. But unfortunately, the scoring system and the way cooks are evaluated at contests hasn't kept pace with the sport. And it's a real shame because that's what leads to the disappointment in cooks following a contest. Let me just give you an idea of what we go through in our mind as we're cooking any of the 4 categories. But this is what kind of goes through our mind when we're planning on cooking a brisket. Check this out.
So you want to barbecue a brisket, huh? Really? Just a few questions for you. I'm sure you've thought all this through. So tell me, what kind of cut are you going to cook? Are you going to cook a select, a choice, a prime, maybe one of them big money Wagyu guys? And when you figure that out, how big a brisket are you going to cook? 12 pound, 14 pound, 16 pound, a full pack, point and flat separated? You're going to trim it? If you buy the full packer, how are you going to trim it? What are you going to take off? What are you going to leave on? How much fat? How much blue skin? Partially separated, partially cleanse it? What are you looking for when you're trimming it? You got that under control now. Talk about, are you going to inject it to hold the moisture in there? Add some phosphates, make your own. Buy a commercial injection? How far ahead of you putting it on the pit are you going to inject? 8 hours, 10 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour? How about your rub? You going to do a Dalmatian rub? Basically salt and pepper? Are you going to add some other stuff to it? Some garlic, some paprika, those kind of things? And when are you going to put that rub on there? Right before it goes on the pit? After it goes on the pit and then cooks for a little bit? Or maybe 8 or 10 hours ahead, and then you're going to wrap it? And then once you get it on the pit, how long are you going to cook it for? What temperature are you going to cook it at? Low and slow? 230, 250, somewhere in there? Or maybe you're one of those hot and fast guys, 350, 400 degrees. What kind of internal temperature are you looking for before you decide to wrap it? Or are you even going to wrap it? If you do wrap it, what are you going to put in the foil? You're going to put some liquids in there to do that? You're going to wrap it in plastic film ahead of the foil? You're going to use butcher paper? You're going to wrap it meat up, meat down? How are you going to do that? How are you going to know when it's done? And when it's done, how long are you going to rest it for? You're going to go back to the pit for any reason? Maybe to glaze something? You're going to use some sauce? You're just going to dunk it in au jus? You're going to slice it? You're going to put it back in the pan, back on the pit, do the au jus, do the slices, and then you're done, right? Just a couple questions I have. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple.
You see what I'm saying? Zillions of decisions we gotta make. Zillions of decisions we gotta make to make the perfect barbecue, so we need to figure out how we're doing. Get that feedback.
Let's go! Go! Go!